Why you feel like you're not good enough to freestyle? Mm. It's a beautiful question. It's a deep question. Okay, we're gonna get into that in this video.
Real good vibe, that's all we be on. One wrong move like the lovely neon. Y'all bullshit while I sip my tea on. I don't sip no syrup, I lean on. Positive, I tell it negative. Dig on this cool on this side, they don't tell it what he on. Fuck that shit, y'all try and get me on. I see past that shit, I'm beyond.
Miss me with that, hold on. Yeah. Miss me with that shit, y'all be on.
Welcome to Sign by Source. It's your boy Ayutami, okay? Artist, mentor, creator, 10 million plus streams on Spotify. And beyond that, a divine conduit for source creativity. And I'm here to teach you how to never run out of words again. Okay, we're gonna destroy writer's block. We're gonna destroy every little thing that is stopping you from flowing infinitely like you were created to do, okay? Now let's address the question, why you feel like you're not good enough. I want to start answering that with this. First of all, you are good enough. Not only are you good enough, but you were created and imbued with the power to be a conduit for divine creativity. Okay? A conduit for divine creativity. I feel like I need to break that down. But the first thing that comes to mind is like, yo, imagine if the moon asked if it was good enough to reflect the light of the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's really that question in itself is more so a symptom of a lot of things. And those are the things that we're going to get into, okay? But the truth of the matter is you are good enough. You are good enough. You are more than good enough. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is it's not even about being good enough, you know? And this is why I said conduit, okay? If we break down what a conduit is, okay? A conduit, if you think about it in forms of electricity, the conduit exists behind the wall, okay? And when you flip that light switch, electricity passes through the conduit on its way to the light bulb, and then the light bulb turns on, okay? Imagine the conduit. It is a conduit. It was created for this purpose, okay? Imagine the conduit, you know, believing that it's not good enough for some reason for electricity to pass through. It's simply not so, okay? Um, Now, this question, I mean, this is one of the places where writer's block comes from, okay? Societal conditioning. Societal conditioning may make you feel like you're not good enough. Um, Belief systems, self-judgment. These are all things that make you feel like you're not good enough. Um, and I'm sorry that you feel that way, but it's so not true. It's so not true. Like I'm having trouble like even going into it's so not true. And deep down, you know that. You know that this is not true, okay? You are good enough, all right? There's so many things and I'm not, you know, this is what therapists are for. Like you got to break it down, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these things come from our childhood, you know. It comes from like things that we were told, you know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. I'm so glad that childhood came to me. Think about it like, you know, it's young you, right? You're drawing a picture. You feel me? You're coloring a picture. You're drawing, let's say you're drawing a picture of you, your mom, your dad, your dog. You're outside, it's a sunny day, the sky. That picture, you know what I'm saying? You're coloring in the sky, right? Blue. You're coloring it in. You're having a good old time. It's coming through. You know what I'm saying? You see the image and you are just acting as a conduit for that image that's being shown to you to manifest into the physical. It's not about how well this and that, right? You're coloring in the sky. Let's say you're using a blue crayon and you're not even coloring the whole sky. Like there's white spots and stuff in it, right? Now somebody comes along and tells little you that drawing sucks. So savage. That drawing sucks. You didn't even color in the sky all the way. And now you're thinking to yourself, damn, my drawing sucks. It didn't even occur to me to fill in the sky all the way. I must suck. You know what I'm saying? These things happen when we're young, you know what I'm saying? And psychologists be saying that like those first 7 years of your life, that's where a lot of your belief systems get formed. You know, we go through school, we go through this life, and this life is all types of backwards and all types of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In this YouTube, I can cuss. It's all types of fucked up out here, okay? It's part of the reason why pages like this exist, to recalibrate your mind, okay? Recalibrate all of the things that happen. And I'm gonna just take a second to speak to you and to speak to that inner child within you and tell you that you are enough. You are loved, tremendously loved. The air all around you in whatever space that you're in watching this video loves you. Everything loves you. You know what I'm saying? There's people and there's studies that show that like the molecules that exist in these solid things, these things that we think are inanimate, they are animate. And the molecules in those things love you. You feel me? I love you. You know what I'm saying? You are loved. Beyond that, you are amazing. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing being. The act of tapping into your creativity and the fact that you click this video to learn more about how to tap into this creativity and how to get better and how to get these blocks out of your life that you know are not supposed to be there, but they're stopping you from being the wonderful creative being that you are. The fact that you click this video, you're amazing. You are amazing, okay? You are amazing. You've always been amazing, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. You're learning as you go, as we all are, okay? And you are good enough, okay? You are good enough. And this is the beautiful thing, right, about freestyle and about life. It's not necessarily about trusting in yourself or your own abilities right now. It's about trusting in the source where the creativity is coming from, fam. Okay? The conduit. This is why the conduit in the wall does not have to bother itself with whether it's good enough. It just trusts and it's right there, and it knows that there is a source of energy somewhere, hallelujah, that is going to send energy and is going to come through. Think about how much faith, how much trust that conduit has in the source of energy for it to just be there, whether the light's on or off. Mainly when it's off, though. When it's off and it's just there as a conduit, you know what I'm saying? Think about the trust. You know what I'm saying? Now, this trust is something that you will develop over time, okay? Which is why you need to subscribe to this channel right now. You need to like it and you need to turn post notifications on, okay? Because you're going to need reminders. You need to make yourself available as a conduit, okay? Make yourself available as a conduit so that you can develop this trust in the source of creativity, the source. That's why we call it sign by source, you know what I'm saying? The source of the creativity. You don't have to trust in yourself just yet. You don't have to believe what I'm saying about you just yet, okay? You are a conduit. You don't have to be good enough, whatever that means, okay? It is an intrinsic aspect of your being. It is an intrinsic aspect of your being to allow divine creativity to flow through, okay? So yeah, but yeah, why you might feel like you're not good enough, it's about judging, yo. It's your own mind that be working against you based on belief systems that were formed through your experience. Okay? And these things can be reprogrammed. These things can be changed, and it's happening now. And if you feel into your body, it's happening on a cellular and DNA level right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we've answered that question pretty thoroughly. Why you might feel like you're not good enough. It happens to all of us, yo. It happens to all of us. And yeah, okay, let's talk about it a little bit more. Why you might feel like you're not good enough is because you are not showing up enough. So let me reflect on my own experience, okay? Because what it brought up was there was a period of 4 months, and I talk about this in my book, Never Run Out of Words, which should be in the description somewhere. I talk about when I was in Southeast Asia not too long ago, 2024, and there was a period of 4 months where I was out there and I was really low on money. Like I was really like it's cheap as shit in Asia, but it ain't cheap if you don't have money, okay? I was really low on money, and up until like for as long as I can remember, and I talk about this in the book, um, as long as I can remember from when I was younger, I knew what my calling was, right? And I was fully dedicated to my mission of being an artist and being a minister and utilizing my gifts to, raise the collective consciousness and minister for God's truth and that. So because I knew that I was going to be famous. I knew that I was going to be an artist. I knew that I was going to be elevated to the platform. I knew I was going to be rich. And so I really knew that, you know what I'm saying? Um, but much like Joseph, if y'all know the story of Joseph in the Bible, we don't see how that manifests, right? I thought I was gonna be rich a long time ago, fam. I thought I was gonna be rich a long time ago. And what that led to was my relationship with money. I didn't respect money. I thought that money was something that was an illusion that, kept people, tore people apart, you know what I'm saying? Yada, 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 yada. I didn't have money. So when I was in Asia and I didn't have money, I somehow came to the conclusion that, okay, I have a lot of music that I'm sitting on. I have a lot of music out. Music is not bringing me money. So right now, I need to focus on money. I need to focus on how I can generate money. And like, I need to put down creativity. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a man. Like, this is what my mom was always saying. She was right. You know what I'm saying? I need to not be a creative and I need to be a man. And so for a period of 4 months, I didn't really create. I didn't get in the studio. I wasn't really creating. I wasn't really showing up. And I can tell you that that process, what happened to me was I started to feel constipated physically and figuratively with my creativity. Maybe not so much physically, but yeah, I started to feel constipated energetically. I started to feel resentment for my situation. I started to lose hope. And I started to feel like I wasn't good enough. Like I wasn't good enough to be an artist and that I was never going to be successful from music, you know? And yeah, I was there. And at that time, I felt like, I guess I could say I felt like I wasn't good enough to, yeah, I started to question whether like my music was even like that, whether my talent was even like that. I started to question myself. Um, and when I came back to the States not too long ago, mind you, like I said, right, during that process, I kind of I lost my feeling that like I was, excuse me, that I was good enough. And when I came back to the States, and I was able to kind of like breathe for a second, being back at my mom's house and having a bit of stability and not having to worry about visa runs and flying all over the place and my rent being up and paying for rent and all of that kind of stuff. I was able to fall back into my creativity. And I talk about this in the book, in the description. I watched this interview with Lil Baby and Lil Yachty. It's pretty recent. And Lil Baby said something in the video where he was talking about breaking himself to the music. It was a brief second in the interview where he talked about it, but this had a profound effect on me. because he was referring to the concept of being a conduit and making yourself available for divine flow to come through regardless of what was happening. And from the moment of watching that video, I decided to create a song every day and just show up. Just show up and sit at the computer and allow the divine, the Most High, to meet me there. And I'm telling you, every single day, records, jams, gems, fire. Some of these records that I created during those first 2 weeks are going to change my life and are going to move the world. You know what I'm saying? Now, through the active process of showing up consistently, my creativity was amplified wildly. My confidence in my ability and my confidence in the source that feeds me the creativity. I can honestly say on this camera, I feel like I'm one of the greatest artists, if not the greatest artist. I'm just not. I'm just saying this to let you know how good enough I feel now. And this came from showing up. It came from proving to myself over and over and over again. It's like when you go through things and it shows you how strong you are. And then you're able to build on that and build on that and build on that. So part of the reason why you might feel like you're not good enough is because you're not showing up enough. You're not making yourself available enough as a conduit for creativity to flow through. Okay? And showing up over and over and over and over again might be the thing that causes you to feel like you're good enough, to truly feel like you are good enough, like you do this, you know what I'm saying? And you can stand on that 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. The next thing you might be asking is, all right, boom, how do I show up? How do I show up and make sure that I'm showing up? It's about being in a state of receptivity more often. Okay. And you can be that. And once you, because I do it so much, I can feel when I'm in the state of receptivity, and I'm in that state right now. It doesn't only have to be when you're creating music. However, how you can show up is through practice. Okay. Go to YouTube after this video, after you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go to YouTube and type in a search bar, type in J Dilla type beat. Okay. Joey Badass 1999 type beat. You know what I'm saying? MF Doom type beat. You know what I'm saying? Put that music on. As it's playing, take a deep breath. Okay? As in calm down. And then as that beat plays, first of all, I feel like I want to take you through the entire process. I do that in my book, okay? I do that in my book. All right? But become receptive and then say whatever comes. Don't overthink it. Don't force it. Say whatever comes. Connect to that divine source of creativity. You don't have to forcibly do that. You're already connected. Just allow whatever comes and do that. Do that day after day. Do that whenever you can. Even if you don't have a beat plan, if you're just chilling, even if you're with your boys or you're with your girls, you know what I'm saying? Say whatever comes to your mind. Just be in that state of receptivity and show up and develop that connection to source. Okay. Like I said earlier in the video, you don't have to trust in yourself just yet. Trust in the place where your creativity is coming from. Okay. And remember, you are good enough. Okay. You are a conduit for divine creativity. That's what you are. That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? You were born like that. Okay. Leave all of that, self-judgment. Leave all of that, those voices of that person who told you wasn't coloring in the sky right. Leave all of that. Do not judge whatever is coming through, like the conduit does not judge the electricity coming through. Imagine. Imagine if you flipped on the light and the conduit was somewhere back there, like, I don't know if I like this particular Hertz. I don't know if I like. Imagine if you was trying to flip on the light and the conduit's back there politicking about whether it. Let the thing flow. You know what I'm saying? Let the thing flow. Okay? You are good enough. All right? Yeah, I feel like we really got to it in this video. You know what I'm saying? Comment in the caption, comment in the comments. Comment in the comments. I'm pretty sure in another video I said captions, bro. Damn. Comment in the comments any more questions that you have, what you thought about the video, how this made you feel, whether this really connected with you, if it helped you. You know what I'm saying? Like this video, share it with the creative that you know needs to hear this stuff. Turn on the notification bell. Check out Never Run Out of Words Again. The ebook is in the description. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, you are good enough, fam. You are good enough. You are good enough. You are good enough. You are amazing. All right. I'm gonna see you next time. He wasn't expecting that. Peace.